Annual income £20.
And we're going to move on to our person of the week. Now, I'm not sure if you can see him behind me because I think the photo isn't great because it was taken a very, very long time ago. This is Wilkins Micawber. Adam, can you tell us who Wilkins Micawber is?
Fantastic Charles Dickens character. So sorry to break the theory of him being a real person, but he had an absolutely magnificent way of describing happiness and unhappiness when it comes to household budgeting.
Hold on that because I'm going to come back to that. Charles Dickens, David Copperfield. Wilkins Micawber is a chap who David Copperfield bumps into when he goes into London, and he kind of helps him out. But Wilkins Micawber is a guy with a lot of problems. Very optimistic fellow, always talking about his hopes for the future, but in debt. And he is, often seen as a kind of representative of Dickens' father figure, who, Dickens, I think, saw as well-meaning, but always struggled with money, and represents the kind of debt trap that could emerge in Victorian Britain, where you get into debt and then you get thrown into debtor's jail. You couldn't earn any money while you were there, so that you'd never pay off the debt, and you'd be stuck in this kind of spiral, living in accommodation and owing your landlord money, which, as you will know, is not a good place to be. But as I suggested, we do actually have some very, very rare footage of him explaining his kind of life philosophy. And I think, Adam, this is something which is really a maxim for you. I mean, it's something I will always associate with you. In fact, whenever I read Dickens, I'm thinking of this quote and I'm thinking of you. Let's have a listen.
Annual income £20. Annual expenditure 1996. Result, happiness. Annual income £20. Annual expenditure £20, 0 and 6. Result, misery.
So yes, so if your annual income's £20, Adam, and that, I think, if you put it into today's money, would give you about £33,000 or something. I mean, there's different ways of converting it, but that's probably the equivalent salary of £20 back then. If you've got that and you are spending 19 shillings, what does he say?
£19, 19 shillings and sixpence. Yeah.
£19, 19 shillings and sixpence, which I think is sixpence less than £20. Then you're in a good place. And if you're spending £20 and no shillings and sixpence, then you're living in misery because you're going to go worse and worse and worse. And that's definitely something that I think a rule that you tend to live by, Adam, right?
Absolutely.